What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Destiny. In the last episode, we learned the means by which we are going to give tithes to Eris, which is an activity known as Altars of Summoning, which is now available on the Helm Director. That is 2 of the actual 3 activities that are available to us during Season of the Witch. But these are the main 2 that you're going to be spending most of your time in. One is, I guess actually I should say both of these are 3-player and match-made, but Altars of Summoning is a bit more of a drop-in, drop-out activity, while Savathûn Spire is a much more linear activity in the same vein as things like Deep Dives and Salvage and Defiant Battlegrounds and other things that we've already played over the past few months, I should say, of Destiny-related stuff. Now, we've gotten the first week of the Bladed Path quest done, but we will see here we are on step 5 of 51. There is a lot to the Bladed Path quest, and we are going to be doing all manner of things to get through it. But don't worry, it's not all like extremely time-consuming. In fact, I think that this quest is much more well-structured than last season's quest was, because it's not just like, oh, do a deep dive every single week. They change things up a little bit, although this week is probably not a great example of that, because I'm pretty sure they do have us jump into Altars of Summoning this week.
Greetings, Guardian. I am focusing my will, preparing myself to step into the ritual space once again. When I first transformed, I thought I might become something greater. Instead, my doubts fell away, and I found myself simplified, refined. Though I became Hive, I was more myself. I mentioned that to Ikora, and she furrowed her brow. I told her she would have time to worry later. But now, I need tithes. Sword logic may be high philosophy, but your tithes of power are real. And when I absorb them, it feels like hope. Fight in my name, Guardian. Every opponent you defeat strengthens me, from Shax's crucible to Savathûn's own throne world. The Hive believe that only the strongest have earned their existence. If a queen cannot hold her power, she must be betrayed. I will not deny them their dogma. I will embody it.
All right, so let's see what we have next. And it wants us to listen to Eris's story by learning about sword logic. So we're going to get a cutscene this early in the season? That generally doesn't happen, but all right, let's have a listen.
The sword logic. The impetus of the Hive. Oryx, the Taken King, brother to Savathûn and Xivu Arath, sought whispers from the worms of fundament and dredged this truth from the deep. All things must prove their right to exist. The rest will die in terror. There is neither escape nor exemption. Simple, essential, beautiful to know. Oryx led his sisters down the bladed path. We have tested ourselves against horrors. We emerge changed. Through this, we become stronger. We become free. We will avail ourselves of our enemy's tools. Xivu Arath believes every death proves the sword logic. That she unveils the false shape of the Traveler's lie by her blade. But she needs her truth. She is desperate for its vindication. She wishes for a world without grief, or pity, or doubt. Not baleful, not beautiful. A childish cry. The Hive call us liars, the unfree, deniers of the all-edged truth. But I take the power the sword logic offers not out of desperation, but desire. For Crota. Oryx. Savathun. I wield their killers as a knife. The Hive know this truth as well as any logic. I am here, and they are not. Ayat.
All right. Further your understanding of sword logic by attuning with an element at Eris Morn's ritual table. Let's have a look. This is also important for the secrets that we're going to be unlocking. So we have 3 different elements here. We have Solar Arc and Void Attunement. By reading Eris's notes on sword logic and the secrets of the Hive, you see she believes she can claim deeper power over the throne world by continuing Savathun's experience with the light. Attuning to an element will allow you to explore Savathun's Spire more efficiently and augment your own capabilities. Choose an element and begin the ritual. So this is where we're going to have to switch things up just a tiny bit. Now, I do have builds for all 3 put together. We have our Arc build that I was using last season. That is going to work for that. We have a Solar build here that is kind of a placeholder. This is not going to be my permanent Solar build once we get into Season of the Wish, but it's going to get the job done for now. And then, of course, we have the Void build that I'm using currently. But why don't we start with our current one really quickly. Do this. And let's see what we got. Defeat combatants using your selected element's damage type in Savathun's Throne World or seasonal activities. Defeating powerful combatants will grant bonus progress. So, I think the best way to be doing this would probably to be just jumping into the Altars of Summoning so we can also get our insight done. So why don't we do this first things first, and you can actually see how Altars of Summoning works. Now, I said before, this is sort of a drop-in, drop-out activity. That's not to say that we aren't going to be joining people, but from what I can tell right off the bat, it looks like we are about to join an in-progress Altars of Summoning, which is more often than not the case. Because it doesn't matter if you actually start an alternate summoning activity, it more so matters that you finish one, because that's where you're actually going to get the rewards. And once it ends, the activity doesn't just end. You are allowed to keep going infinitely if you want to. This is sort of a space that you can just keep playing in and doing tithes and putting in offerings over and over and over again. So, right off the bat here, we got one going, so let's try to work on this. I'm going to immediately, well, I was going to try to sabotage this guy, but I kind of flubbed that up. Let me see if I can't hit him with something. Get him with a, wow, I am so bad with that thing. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of damage. Okay, so I'm already thinking that they have got this at a tier 2 or a tier 3, if that's how much damage it does. So that is something I'm going to have to take into consideration here. So let's see if I can't get myself some tributes. Start depositing. There we go. So there's one for this guy. I'm going to hit you with that. There we go. All right, I'll let you have that since you already have the one, so he can dunk both. All right, let's do some damage to this Light Bearer Acolyte. Let me hit him with that really quickly as he starts throwing all of those out. So yeah, do your teleport, and then I can hit you with... There we go. Okay, let's get in there and quickly kill that ghost. Beautiful. All right, time to move. Just stay away from the boss, though. And the more I can keep those going, the better. All right, that's enough where we can now start doing damage to this guy. I do not have myself my super at the moment, though, but I will get to it in due time. Let me do a dodge. All right, and he is already down to... So I'm thinking this is a tier 2. I don't think this is a tier 3 based on how much damage we're doing and how quickly. It just seems a little bit too easy for your tier 3. But like I said, tier 2 can still be kind of punishing, so you do have to keep that in mind. Oh, man, I wish I had kept... Oh, man, I wish I had kept my volatile going, but I did not do that correctly. There we go. All right, so we got a couple enemies. Dude, that was a heck of a dodge, bro. Can I hit you with that? We're going to do a double finisher here. First on you, then on your ghost. Perfect. All right, so we got wizards over here. I'm going to start shooting at them because, again, Graviton Lance got that range, though. What the heck? Okay, was able to shoot through you. Hold on a second. Let's keep firing at these tribute bearers. All right, boss is shooting at me. Don't worry, I got it. Let's grab that really quickly. And then, nice, nice, nice. I think, okay, I got one of them at least. I think my buddy there got the other one. So I should hit you with that. That gives me some invis. Perfect. Okay, we have more wizards coming up, and there is the insight that I need to finish the sisters. So that's awesome. Let's keep taking you guys out. Just constant crowd control. You need to be mindful of everything around you. Notice how this is significantly harder than what we were dealing with in the actual mission itself, which is why I wanted to make a point of that, because, yeah, this is an activity that is actually going to test your mettle, and it's certainly a lot harder than Savathun's Spire. Like, it's not even close, if I'm being honest, because that is the rotational seasonal activity, and this is not. This is the one where you actually need to bring your A game for certain things, and there we go! All right, boss goes down, and we only had 26 seconds left, but we did it. Okay.
Impressive display, Guardian. Why, you've had so much practice killing and plundering that it's become second nature.
Okay, so we can put in another one if we need to. There's a feeble offering here, a robust offering here, and then this one is a powerful offering. I think we're going to... Yep, you can see he's immediately going for robust because that's generally the most accepted difficulty.
Hey, I know these guys. Annoying bunch of jerks, if you ask me. Take them out already.
All right, here we go. So we got another one. Let's keep doing this thing. And we're going to do this until we get ourselves some drops. So we're going to want to keep working on these things. And also, let's take a look really quickly here and actually see how we're doing. So we're at 78% on Void already. So we should, by the end of this right here... Oh, wait, what am I doing? I need to hit that crystal first. Yeah, by the time... If I can hit that, there we go. By the time we're done with this particular run, we should be good here. So pardon me, sir, while I punch that crystal. Oh, stop it. I'm going to keep working on these. There we go. We just got to get all these crystals charged up, but luckily now that we're all working together, it shouldn't be as bad. I'm assuming the last one is way the heck over here. Pardon me, sir. Enjoy that so you can be blind for a second. I don't think I'm going to get there in time. But I did re-up it, but no, I think we're good. All right, time to invoke Hive Magic. It's time to kill all of these wizards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in volatile mode, and I'm going to start doing damage here. Okay, easy now. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. There we go. Please. Oh my gosh, that is so much damage. Oh, that's a grenade. That's a grenade. Hold on a second. Here, have that. Ah, oh, man, I was hoping I did suppress him, though, in the middle of his super, which is good, but I wasn't able to kill him. Which, you know, probably a good thing given the fact that I'm literally dead right now and wouldn't be able to get that ghost. Okay, we need to get to work. Come on. Hold on, hold on. While I dodge all of you. Hi there. Just a second. I'm going to hit y'all with that. Oh, that's a... Oh, you're a second light bearer. You are not the same one. Okay, I don't think... Okay, I'm going to just kind of hide out here for a second. That is actually Devour I could get right there, so I should probably grab that really quickly. Come on, come on, come on. I'm going to do another dodge. There we go. We're fine. I really wish I could get more heavy out of this. That would be awesome. You need to die now. Oh, there we go. Okay, Light Bearer's dead. Let's go get MK Ultra 1916 over here. Blind all of these guys. There we go. Okay, we're getting it. We're getting it. Now. Okay, they got it. They focused it down enough. Perfect. With plenty of time to spare that one, but that's also because there was all three of us the entire encounter, and I joined midway in the last one. Awesome. All right, let's travel to the next altar and keep going. And we should actually see now that we are, in fact... oh, we're at 94%. Wow. I guess I wasn't getting nearly enough kills in that one to get it. And notice you can actually use your Sparrow around here, so we're going to use that to kind of catch up. Not that you truly need it, because this isn't that big of a play space, but it still is nice. All right. On to the next one. Let's see. Now, real quick, I'm going to show this thing. Well, actually... Oh, no, I haven't unlocked the ability to do that yet. Never mind. All right, well, I'm going to put in a robust offering. Let's do this thing. At some point, we will unlock the ability to get ourselves a full amount of heavy every single time we start an activity, but right now it's just a little bit. And I'm actually going to do a little bit of switching here. I'm actually going to switch on over to Until Its Return, and we're going to use this in this activity. This thing has Trench Barrel on it, and it actually might come in a lot of handy. Okay, so Talons of Xivu Arath. This is actually very reminiscent of a strike boss from back in Forsaken that we're about to fight. So you have two different wizards here. Well, the same wizard in two different forms. Now, one of them is going to shoot off Solar Burst, and as long as you are not in her line of sight, you should be fine. The other one is going to be spawning void pools all around the arena that if you stand in them too long, do massive amounts of damage. So we need to attune with the Sepulcher, which we will do in due time, but let's do some damage here first. Okay, that immediately launched me into the air. We're fine. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we got more unhallowed acolytes. Let's just keep taking these guys out. Dude, that is a lot. That's the problem, is you don't want to really go near your teammates because they're always spawning them under everybody's feet, and that can be a problem no matter what situation you're in. Don't. What the heck? Did I really get, like, stasis there? Okay, get out of the way of this Fire Nova Gaze. Perfect. All right, let's get back to work and keep doing some stuff. So we need to invoke more Hive Magic. Hi there. Ow. You're the one who's doing the slow. Okay, I was wondering about that. Let's see if he can't hit you. Oh, that's damage. That's damage. We're fine. Come on. Almost got you. Almost got you. Okay, the other guy's way over there. Maybe I can get to him in time, but if I can kill you first, that would be great. Perfect. Pardon me. Go away. Thank you. All right. Whew, that overshield. Very helpful. All right, let's keep clearing the way. We still have one more of these things, these illusions to take down. Oh, you need to go down. You need to go down, Mr. Knight. Oh, he is there's some really powerful guys over here. Okay, first things first. Let's kill you. Thank you. And then I will focus on these guys. And this is an opportunity for me to hit with the trench barrel. Oh, but he just bitch slapped me across the face. Ow. That did not feel good at all. Oh, did they kill her? Okay, they killed her, so we did succeed. Well, that's good at least. But all right. A nice little taste of some more Altars of Summoning. We are going to make another offering here soon. Let's see. Are we doing a robust? We're going to try a powerful. I'm letting you decide this time. And we will worry about going back to the table after this is done. So initiate the summoning. There we go. All right, let's make sure that we are all fully charged up here. All right, we got totems this time, which means we are probably going to be dunking more tributes. Yes, indeed. And what? I'm still curious as to what that crystal does. Oh, hold on a second. That is an opaque card up there, is it not? Can we get to that? Yeah, there we go. All right, little collectible. Now, let's get to work. And by that, I mean instantly die. Wow, I did not know there was a thrall right next to me. Otherwise, I would have been totally fine. That was just like waiting for me to come out of invis, and then it just smacked me. That's the problem with invis, though. Like, as it seems really broken, but it is actually totally balanced out by the fact that enemies tend to just follow you even while you're invis, no matter what, and it doesn't do you any good. Like, to stay invis, like, yeah, they won't attack you while you're invisible, but they will just be like following you, waiting to shoot at you the second you become visible again. So it's not always the best thing unless you still go into hiding anyway. You still kind of have to use cover even in that circumstance. All right, let me go. I'm going to go get you first before I dunk this tribute because I don't want you to stay dead for too long. And then I will go dunk this thing because I'm aware that there is a light bearer somewhere. So let's go put this in. Hello there. Okay, let's see if I can get the chain reaction going. There we go. That's what I like to see from Graviton Lance. When they're all kind of in a line, just shoot the one in front, and generally that works out in your favor with Graviton Lance. Okay, hold on. Let's kill you so I can get invis going. Thank you to the smoke. All right. Oh, he's damageable now. Okay, I am going to fire that off. That might actually be overkill, so I'm going to let you finish that off. Is the light bearer going to spawn? Yes, he is. Oh, I couldn't get it around over the boss. I was trying to. I really was trying to. But that just did not work out. Okay, hold on. Grab that. Thank you. Oh, man, I'm missing my shots. Okay, oh, that's what it is. There's a modifier that every time I get meleeed, I'm getting stasis. I'm getting slowed by stasis. They're not actually doing stasis damage. Goodness me. Now, I do have unraveling rounds, which actually does work out with this shotgun a little bit. So we can use that to get trench barrel going. And on a rapid fire, trench barrel is the shit. So let's keep that in mind. Oh, I'm at 3 times on Burden of Tributes anyway. Oh, I just need to go dunk these things. Pardon me. I'll get there. Don't you worry. Nobody's going to stop me because I am invis. And boom. There we go. All right. Now we can do damage again. So I got volatile. Here we go. Oh, you put that away, sir. There we go. Good, good, good. Just down to the last bit of his health. Come on. There we go. Done. Beautiful. All right. I think that went pretty darn well. And now we finally get ourselves a chest. So let's open this up.
Such sympathy for Ziva Warath.
What? She tried to invade your throne world. She tried to have me killed.
Oh, that's just her way of showing affection. I sympathize because for the first time, her bladed path formed. She was bested by a new sword logic. One born of the sky. Chaotic. Cooperative. Free.
That's just a bunch of fancy words. In the end, it's all just kill or be killed.
Come now, Amaru. If that were true, would either one of us still be alive?
Some good little bit of dialogue between Amaru and Savathun there, which I really generally like. So, once you are done with a set of altars, you're allowed to come back here to the center, and you need to bring everybody to 3 different spots that are all going to have the same symbol. So notice that there's all these symbols around. We only have 3 that have this symbol right here. So those are the 3 that everybody needs to stand on. And the more that people stand on them, the more orbs and the more ammo that's going to spawn at the start of the activity. If not everybody joins, then you don't get as much of a benefit. Then the actual altars will be primed, and the more activities you do, the better. We obviously only did 4. And I think they were all at robust offerings, so I didn't get a ton out of them. Not to mention, it wasn't my first run of the week, so it wasn't anything particularly good. But if I had done powerful offerings, we would have gotten a lot better stuff out of the chest at the end there. So, now that all of that is done, let's head to... Actually, where did it want me to go again? I can't remember if it was the throne world or actually... Yeah, attune with the Hive Elemental Runes in the lost sectors of Savathun's throne world. So, we're going to be heading on over that way. And notice, as we go onto the map, this is where Legacy of the Bladed Path is. We need to go to the Sepulchre Lost Sector in the Fluorescent Canal. So let's head on over that way. You know, I kind of really love this goofy submarine sparrow that you get from doing all of the activities in the Season of the Deep. It's pretty wonderful. Just look at this little thing go. And man, it flies. Well, I mean, every sparrow just flies now, but it still is. It's just a joy to look at as we go. Kind of love it. All right, let's head down into the Lost Sector, though, and we're going to show how this works. So we need to attune Void, so we need to make sure that we have brought a Void weapon into this Lost Sector. And there's going to be multiple different spots that we're going to be attuning this at. So let's head on inside, and you'll see how this works as we go further down. And we're going to want to be very vigilant as we go through this Lost Sector. Otherwise, this is going to get quite annoying if we don't do so, and I'll have to do some backtracking here. So, if we head on in this way, we're going to have, you know, the huge, there's some enemies in here and whatnot. I mean, it's the standard Lost Sector fare. But see these right here. We're going to want to shoot these every single time we see them, okay? These are important. We need these to be able to attune the Void all the way through here. You notice them by a little bit of Void coming off of the walls here, so remember to shoot at each of them. This is why we bring our weapon. Continue through the Lost Sector as normal, but I want to show the path here as we go and not miss out on anything. Wow, that Graviton Lance did work. Here, have that. And then a Trench Barrel and dead. Okay, cool. I think there's just the 2 in here, but I'm going to do a little bit of a round just in case there might be actually a little bit more. I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure it's just because I want to say there's like a total of 6 in this room, although... Oh, no, there is another one over there. I see it. Let's shoot that one next. And any more, possibly. I don't see it, but let's keep going. We'll just keep making our way through here. We need to shoot every single one of these things as we go through. What was that? Oh, just some osmium. Fundamental osmium. I mean, that can be good to still get and whatnot. Notice I'm still collecting bait from Season of the Deep as well for additional fishing escapades. So there's going to be some in this room as well. We're going to want to keep an eye out for those. But this is obviously where a real fight happens, so probably actually the hardest fight in the Lost Sector because there's light bears and ogres. And the final boss in this Lost Sector is a total pushover. So just take everything out as we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to use One for All on the big guy if I can. Thank you. I don't think I actually had it active when that happened, but whatever. I love the finishers sending them flying. It's so funny to me. All right, cool. There we go. Now, let's have a look around again, see if we can't find more of these void spots to shoot. We want to make sure we get every one of them, look at the room from multiple different angles so that we don't miss any. They can be all over the place. Grab yourself some osmium if you can. I want to say, let me check something really quickly here. I don't know if I don't think I've shot all of the runes yet. I wonder if it actually is still bringing me back there because I missed one. I'm going to backtrack really quickly just to make sure I haven't, and then if that's not the case, then we will proceed. Oh, I did! There's one up on the doorway, up all the way back here. Okay, there we go. Now it lets us use the actual ritual circle. Perfect! Okay, now we can visit the radio message in the helm. All right, so yeah, it's not so esoteric that you can't figure it out. It generally points you in the right direction, but yeah, I did actually miss one. So that's good that I didn't completely lose my mind and go through the rest of the Lost Sector. All right, so let's head back to the helm really quickly. Hello, Crow. All right, in we go. Let's take a listen to the radio message here real quick.
I heard you Guardians got a lesson in sword logic today. You think you can defeat Sivu Arath with philosophy? Right. Let me show you something. Savathun kept records, and I took a look at what she had on her sister. Got a recording from way back, just after you Guardians drop-kicked Oryx into Saturn's orbit. Call it a primary source for your little research project.
Our brother is dead. I will take my revenge as he sought for his son.
Revenge? For what? The dead deserved to die. That's your own logic. Oryx was a hypocrite, and so are you.
He loved us. He made of our deaths a study. And she, who has endured, who sharpened the sword of his defeat, has done the same. She will take up his mantle. When she is paired to her true shape, we will meet her on the bladed path.
What a vain child you are. Oryx spoiled you rotten. Not everyone wants to be like you. And you won't always get your way.
I will test my strength against her brood, and she will prove our logic true.
Do you see what you Guardians did? Do you see what's happening here? Sivu Arath thinks Eris is one of them, some kind of heir to Oryx. That ritual of hers tied a pretty bow on that theory. This is all part of Savathun's plan. But I can't help wondering, what the hell does Eris think she's doing?
Indeed. What does she think she's doing? Well, I mean, she's clearly got some stones, I'll say that. All right, through the portal we go. Let's head up on up here. Now, this has actually turned out to be quite a long episode as we've gone through Altars of Summoning and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I really wanted to get into the meat of some things for this episode as we prepare for the long haul with this season. So let's have a listen.
Hey, Eris. Heard we have some strange bedfellows. Though, if a bedfellow ain't strange, then they're probably not worth having.
So it seems. Have you come to urge caution? To advise against temptation?
Nah, you know what you're about. But I'm wondering, what's it like?
It begins as a feral surmise. A suspicion. I hear whispers, but they are in my voice. It rises until I am screaming. I make a demand. An atavistic fear now sublimated into a singular, desperate urge. A hunger I must endlessly sate. But the Hive are not afraid. They are awestruck. They know that I am vengeance, and they have conjured me back with vengeance.
Sounds like a wild ride.
I seek to subvert the Hive's flawed logic. I may only do so because of what I am, and what I am not. It is a wild ride.
Hey, I'll be there when you're on the other side of this.
As will I. Trust.
I really love their relationship. It's so awesome. All right, Legacy, the Bladed Path. Visit the Hollow Projector in the Southern Wing of the Helm. We will do just that. But first, I got some opaque cards to turn in. We actually got ourselves a few. We got the Sisters done. We also got this next major one, the Witch, which increases damage with each final blow. Going to work on that. We got another one here, Lacuna. Contemplate the. This is the Void-based one. Dealing Void damage adds suppression. Cool. That one is added to as well. We got a Minor Arcana. Empowered Spire Crystals Void allows Void Crystals to be destroyed from a distance in Season of the Witch activities. We got this one here. The next Season of the Witch weapon you focus at the Ritual Table will be a Deep Sight Resonant weapon if possible. I'm actually going to save that before I claim it. And this one here, an incantation to unveil the final test in the Embargo engine. This is important for later. We're going to acquire that for now. We'll talk about that in due time. First things first, I'm going to go in here, grab myself an Eleatic Principle. I'm also going to go in and see, is it going to let me? No, it's not. Okay, so I did want to make sure that I couldn't already claim a red border because there's a weird interaction if you claim these first when a red border is already available, and you can actually end up missing out on one. So let's head back on in, and we're going to claim ourselves another fusion rifle, the Eremite. So let's grab that really quickly. Also have a freebie there, and also a Witch's Key, which is going to be nice for extra rewards. I will probably use that in my next play session, which I would like to do on a new day. I'm actually going to infuse this Eleatic into this Bump in the Night that I have right here so we can get up to level. This one has, Envious and Reservoir Burst. I actually might hang on to that as is for the time being. While that's not the ideal role for the Eremite, that is a very good role that I would still not mind using for the future at some point. So we'll hang on to that, especially when I do switch to Solar to get Solar attuned. But all right, let's get the Hollow Projector out of the way. Let's get, I think there might be one more radio message, but maybe that the one we already had with Savathun and Zivareth was the only one. But we're going to send this off, and this will be the end of the episode, I promise. You won't be getting all of this in one episode in the future. Too often, it's probably going to usually be split up, but there are certain weeks where there's a lot less going on than other weeks.
Surprise, sunshine. Thought I'd hack this old holotech and say hello. I don't like this whole let's work together plan, but I don't have to. I've got my orders. Let me play something for you.
Imaru, if I am indisposed, bide your time. The witness will force the Vanguard's hand eventually, and they'll realize they need information only I possess. One of them will be open to a bargain. Not Mara again, poor dear. More likely Ikora, or her gloomy little hanger-on Ares. Give them any help they ask. It'll all be worth it in the end. And tell them something clever to make them think that this was their idea.
You get all that, Guardian? Savathun wants me to give you the soft sell, but that's not really my style. So, go ahead. Bust up the throne world. Get as strong as you like. Tithe to Eris until she's fat as a tick. It's all part of Savathun's plan. Oh, you need any help digging your own grave? Just let me know.
Man, Amaru is quite the little shit starter, isn't he? But there we go. All right, Legacy the Bladed Path completed. That is week 2 done, and we're obviously going to be talking to Eris in the next episode. Notice the giant amounts of offerings that we get every single time. So I've got 2 powerful offerings, 5 robust, and then just a bunch of feeble offerings already that I'll probably never use, but I can upsell these feeble offerings into robust offerings and then robusts up into powerful if I ever need to. Obviously, not going to be using those a crazy amount, but hey, it is still something worth mentioning. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Destiny. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. Take a look at our steps on the quest really quickly. We are at step 14 of 51. Still a long ways to go, but yeah, I hope you're looking forward to so much more. I will see you all in the next one.